Hey there, welcome to Wisdom from Wizards. I'm your host, Nitin Karthik. As CEO of Caribou Strategic, where we help tech scale up, stand out, and succeed, I'm keenly aware of the importance of continually sharpening the saw. And that is why on this show, we bring you priceless nuggets of wisdom from some of the best minds out there. And today, my friends, our wizard is Seth Marrs, who is principal analyst at Forrester. So tell us, Seth, from your experience, what is one nugget of wisdom that you would like to share?
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show. The big one that I want to talk about today is really surrounding AI, because what I'm getting in a lot of cases in having these discussions with clients is you have two different groups. You have one group of people looking at AI that's fairly rudimentary, or at least feels rudimentary, things like call summaries and notes and that type of stuff. And then you have others when you get into like the vendor side, when they're talking to you, they're talking about replace this role, replace that role. And that can be very confusing for clients because what they're seeing is kind of the rudimentary stuff and they're trying to figure out how to use it. And what they're actually getting pitched is, I'm going to change your life forever. And I think most people agree that this technology will have significant changes, but those changes aren't happening necessarily right now. So the big piece of advice that I'd give to you, to those who are looking at AI right now for your company, especially on the commercial side, because that's where I focus, is find a pathway that allows you to start and add value now that you can ride through as this technology evolves, because it's evolving very quickly. So if you just get on board with it and start using it to get value now, it will pull you in increased steps of value as you go through. So big piece of advice is just get started. And I'll give you one data point just to give you an idea of how this is working today in practice. When we look at our sales activity studies, what we see is in key areas like content, finding content, handling notes, those types of things, we've seen a 1 hour drop per week per seller between 2023 and 2024. That's a very small thing with a very kind of rudimentary part of what AI is doing. But if you think about what that means, is that means for every 40 salespeople, you have one salesperson you could redeploy. That is incredibly powerful, especially if you think of large sales teams, of what you could do if you could gain that efficiency. So I hope that was useful.
Excellent advice. Wow, brilliant. So thank you, Seth. Folks, there you have it. For a weekly summary of Wisdom from Wizards episodes, subscribe to our newsletter at wisdomfromwizards.com and see you next time on Wisdom from Wizards.